Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. Let's talk about Super Micro Computer, ticker symbol SMCI, a false pump, false information. This company has failed to provide its information, its filings, a couple of times, and now confused the markets once again. A lot of retail investors get very excited about this stock and speculate and gamble and jump ahead of themselves. I have been asked to cover the SMCI earnings call. And some of you think I've missed it. Some of you think it's happened. Some of you think it hasn't happened. Is this the way we should be going on? Well, of course not. But that's what this company does very well. Keeps missing deadlines, keeps messing everything up, and confusing the investor. And yesterday, and last night rather, we had a pump on the stock due to a projection and a forecast and a report rather than an earnings call. The earnings call at the moment, but that could change, is scheduled for February the 25th. Let me share with you what actually is happening right now. Please tap the like button if you like this information. I'm not here to make friends. I'm just here to entertain and provide information that is factual and truthful and help you all make informed decisions. But please, this is not financial advice. Do what's right for you, but I'm just telling you how it is. Take it or leave it. Consider subscribing to the channel if you wish to support this show. Thank you very much indeed. So let me show you what actually is going on. Last night we had a preliminary report. It's not the full earnings call. It's because of delays once again in providing their data and their filings. Is that acceptable? I wouldn't say so. For me, this is not acceptable. You can't invest in a company that can never file their paperwork on time. It gets a bit embarrassing and a bit silly, but it is what it is. But let me give you the numbers anyway, and then you can decide. So Supermicro projects, these were its numbers last night that it projected from its meeting. It was just a meeting, not a main earnings call. Supermicro projects 40 billion for the year 2026, revenue driven by AI and Blackwell platforms. Management view, Charles, CEO, let me just make that a little bit bigger for you. There you go. Highlighted preliminary Q2 net revenue. Preliminary. This is the important thing. This is not the actual earnings call. This company like to give you projections all the time and keep putting off the numbers. I just cannot invest in this, but didn't stop retail investors buying it and pumping it up again. Net revenue in the range of 5.6 billion to 5.7 billion, a 54% year-over-year increase. He noted strong demand for AI platforms and the transition from Hopper to Blackwell GPUs as a key growth drivers. Liang announced that NVIDIA Blackwell products are shipping, including air-cooled and liquid-cooled GPU systems. Supermicro aims to expand its data center building block solutions to provide end-to-end data center services, reducing total cost of ownerships for customers. The company issued 700 million in convertible senior notes to support business growth and emphasize its strategic expansions in Malaysia, Taiwan, Europe, and the US to meet increasing product demand. CFO David confirmed that AI-related platforms contributed to over 70% of Q2 revenue. He noted that non-GAAP gross margin was approximately 11.9% and operating margin was 7.9%, reflecting temporary margin pressure from product mix and R&D investments. Outlook. Liang projected for the year end 2025 revenue between 23.5 billion and 25 billion, down from the previous guidance. Again, these are projected numbers. We should have had the numbers, but we haven't. This is what they think their paperwork, their finance are going to say. We'll cover the actual earnings should they do it on the 25th. When that happens, this is all just to pump the stock up. Again, this company keep doing this. I would never invest in this company. For Q3 2025, the company expected net sales between 5 billion and 6 billion, with gross margin approximately 12%. Liang expressed confidence in achieving 40 billion revenue for FY 2026, supported by increased production. Now they go on to giving more numbers. I'm just not going to waste my time reading it out because it's not based upon anything really. It's just what they think the paperwork says rather than providing the paperwork itself. I want to show you this. It's important. This is from the event last night, which many of you thought was the earnings call. It simply was not the earnings call, even though they address it as an earnings call. And I want to point you to this statement here. Additionally, the company will not address any questions regarding the delay in filing for the company's fiscal year. I mean, this is absolutely ridiculous. They're doing an earnings call, which retail investors are listening to, thinking is an earnings call, and they're saying, we're not going to address questions regarding the delay on our earnings call. It's absolutely ridiculous. How they get away with it, I've no idea. Anyway, I just thought I would bring that information to you. Many are asking about SMCI and the earnings filings. The stock is up today because apparently they're doing great and all the rest of it. Well, show us the filings. Show us your actual accounts. Well, they can't because they're delayed again. And when they ask you the question, can we get information on it? The answer is, well, no, we're not answering questions on an earnings call about the earnings call that we aren't really doing. It's an absolute joke. Remember, anyone can be a CFO, a CEO, and anyone can go public if they've got money. And this is the reality of what you're witnessing right now. It is what it is. Okay, our next event, we're doing 72 hours of back-to-back events answering all your questions, is all about XRP and Bitcoin. XRP versus Bitcoin. I'm going to give you the link in the chat for the next event. It'll take you there automatically. There it is. I've just dropped it in the chat for you 3 times. There is the next event. And there is the event itself, XRP versus Bitcoin. That comes up next in a few minutes' time. Back to back, all your questions answered. If you do super chats during these live streams, I will add them to the list as long as they're a minimum of $5. I will do them all for you. But that's what's coming up next: XRP versus Bitcoin. Okay, if you want further information, if you want to join me on the the SMCI earnings, the link is below. I'll also pin it up here, down below in the comments, and over here, you'll find it as well. The Super Micro Computer earnings and the Super Micro playlist will be down here. That's it from me. You'll see those links when this live stream turns into a video later on in about an hour's time from now. That's it from me. It's now time to go over to our next event, XRP versus Bitcoin. It's a great day, 72 hours of non-stop, back-to-back. Your questions are things that you want to know answered. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other.